everyone! Wanted to check in with you after last week. I hope you all saw my most recent music video, Fight Song by Rachel Platten. I kind of did my own take on it and featured a lot of the women in my life who I lean on. My mom, some of my best friends, some women that I really look up to and I know have been through a lot and are still really strong, beautiful women, and I was so excited to feature them. So the timing was kind of cool because I had recently had a girls' weekend just the weekend before with many of the women in that video. Some other women that I hadn't seen in upwards of like 5+ years, and was just able to really catch up with all these women that I had spent time with in college. And it was a really special time, and it got me thinking about the community of women that I have in my life and how I'm so fortunate to have this great group of women that I can lean on. And several of the women that I hadn't seen in years, you know, we're not super close, but it was kind of like picking back up where we left off, and it was really neat to just gather together. And honestly, the whole night everybody was just moving from person to person, kind of catching up and chatting and seeing where the other person was in their life and what they were going through, and we were just talking very openly about life and relationships, and it just got me thinking a lot about friendship and my community, particularly the women in my life, and that's what I featured the video on. But for all those guys out there that are watching, and you know, everyone else, you know, you all have your own community. Just got me thinking about that and the importance of that in our lives. Another reason why I was inspired to talk about this subject is because I've received several comments on my video from people saying, you know, I don't really have a community. In particular, a community of women friends that I can lean on, but several people just saying, you know, I need to find some community because I need a hug, and I see the importance of those connections. For many people, they don't have this community. You know, we all go through transitions in our life, and I think we've all, hopefully, at some point in our life had some sort of community. I mean, even your family. But certain groups you've been a part of, school, you know, as a student, that was a community built in for you. But then we go out into the real world and all of a sudden that community is gone and we have to build up another one. I guess I want this video to inspire you to go out and look for that if you don't have it. And if you do, cherish it and really think about the value of that community in your life, those friendships, those connections, those people in your life that sometimes we take for granted because our community is a group of people that we hang out with every other day. You know, your coworkers, people that drive you crazy, your family, your friends. Sometimes the more time we spend with people, the closer we get. I feel like the more we take them for granted. It's just good to kind of step back and go, wow, who is your community? Who is your family? Who is your friend base? Who are those people that you can lean on? And use them. Do it. I think when times get hard, it's easy to feel alone. If you have those relationships, if you have a friend to lean on, if you have a family member you can call, if you have someone you can talk to, and even better if you have a few people that you can talk to. I really think that's important to use those relationships, just as I'm sure they lean on you for support. And if they don't, you know, let them know that I'm here for you. I'm here to listen. I'm here for a hug. Hey, if you ever need something, I just want you to know I'm here for you. Sometimes I think we forget to say those things because we assume that they know, and I think there are a lot of lonely people in the world, and I think we all have times of loneliness, and I think sometimes it's just because we're not speaking up and we're not using our community. So here's my call to action. I know I'm making you do something else. So first of all, last week's video I encouraged you all to tag strong, amazing women in your life, people who inspire you, and you know, tag them when you share the video with them. I'd love to encourage you to reach out to 1 or 2 people in your life who you feel are your community, people who you lean on, and just say thanks and let them know that you're there for them and you know, you're a person that they can lean on to. It's amazing what an impact that can have. And I feel like more often than not when I do something like that, when I reach out to a friend, it's nothing but positive. It's always a really warm and fuzzy feeling, and it's just nice to get a reminder that we're not alone and that there are people out there who love us and care about us. Sometimes they're not our best friends, but sometimes, you know, there are those people in your life, and maybe you haven't even thought about it yet, but there are those people in your life that you know and you've you've maybe worked with them, or you know, you're not best friends, but they're in your life. But in a hard time or in a time of need, you could probably call them up and just bare your soul, and they would be there for you, and they would listen. They would give you a hug. You know, it's just something simple like that. So yeah, I think that was a lot of blah. It was just on my heart and something I wanted to share with you all, and just encourage more love and happiness and connection and friendship. It's all good stuff. So, oh, by the way, my hair is blue. I didn't need to tell you that, but that's different. That's it for me this week. Thanks for all your love from last week's video. I have a really exciting announcement about next week. My next Hollens Family Live session is going to be up next week, so I'm really excited to bring you more live music. Please let me know below if you got a positive response from someone you reached out to, or you know, just whatever comments you have about this. I really love to get that dialogue going. It's really special to have your comments down below. It means a lot to me to read through those, and I feel the love from all of you. I want you to know that. Thank you. Thank you for your support. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!